Hello everybody, welcome to the video. We're here today for some more rFactor 2. Haven't done anything in the sim for a while. I've kind of on or off done videos in the sim over the last few years or so. And yeah, back in it again to have a go at the new Porsche GT3 Cup car. Well, I say new as in recent weeks more than anything else. Finally got around to getting it recently, and the Nordschleife circuit as well. And yeah, you'd have a go around the Indianapolis 2014 circuit, just because I thought it'd be a little bit easier on me than having to do the Nordschleife, which I'm not very good at, although I'm just not very good in general, but particularly not good at Nordschleife. So yeah, we'll have a go around here. Be attempt number 4 doing this. Third attempt I actually got over halfway through, and then an AI spun an awkward spot, and unfortunately played into one of the other guys and got too much damage to continue. Annoyingly, it's been a really good race up till then. But anyway, hopefully we can replicate that again in this one. 30-minute race as normal, 7 p.m. in game, so it's going to be getting into the evening as we go along, which would be cool to see that transition. Starting 19th out of 32 car field, so yeah, pretty buried in the pack. So it's going to be interesting. Hopefully we can not die this time, but yeah, let's see what happens. All right, here we are on the grid for this race. 32 cars, 30 minutes around Indianapolis. Let's see how we go. And we're away. Oh, very tardy start, bogged down big time. Gonna get gobbled up here by the AI. So we're gonna be 3 wide. Oh, this is risky. Oh, good inside. Car backed out. Still 3 wide, I think, though. Not sure now, I can't tell. And interesting, always fun with RF2, you don't have your spotter telling you where people are, so you gotta actually use the old Mark 1 eyeball to keep an eye on that. A bit of sort of guesswork. Oh, bit of a bomb there. A bit unintentional. We'll make it work, maybe. Yep, made it work. Nice. So at this point, I did about 20 minutes of the last attempts hill. Got a yellow, so some drama further back, but did about 20 minutes of that last attempt, so I got a good bit of time driving the car. So hopefully I'm not going to look as bad as I could do. Ooh, AI a bit squirrely, not quite there. Oh, bit of contact further back or behind us. God, there's all sorts of drama going on again. This is what's fun about the RF2 AI. They're very human in their way, I think. They make errors here and there, still slide there. They defend their position. They're willing to have a bit of a bomb as well. Oh, we're going to have a bomb there, but old mate's bombing this guy. Oh, cheeky. Just squeeze on the car behind, that's okay. All's fair in love and war. Waiting to put on the throttle there. Oh, we got a beautiful run. Oh, he's going to go defensive, but we'll still got the inside. We might be able to get 2 for 1 here. Oh, big draft. Got to be very loud on the brakes. AI are pretty handy on the brakes. Well, he's still there. Can't quite squeeze him out. I want to, but I can't. He's still there. He's going to do it. Wow. Oh. I mean, that's just... What do you do with that? You can't... AI just showing me up. What a move. That was a ripper of a move. Oh. Fantastic. Again, hopefully we'll show a bit of what makes RF2 so much fun to race against AI, and they're just so lively. It's fantastic. It's really good. Probably helps a track like this where the curbs are quite... Those inside curbs are quite high, so there's quite a big reaction from the car. Oh, we got another yellow. Is it death ahead or behind? Let's find out. Oh, see you later. Well, there he goes. The deal's with him. Funnily enough, I think it's the same car in the last race that spun 3 times, interestingly. So that car just seems to be cursed. I think it's meant to be Rudy Van Buren, who's I think the first world's fastest gamer winner. And I've actually raced him in a league once in RF2, and he is ridiculously fast, so no wonder he won that. And went on to do test driving and such for McLaren. Well, be their sim driver and everything, was part of the comp. Very lively start though, very lively start. I think we've gained a little bit, gained a couple of spots, nothing too major, but a couple of spots. Very distinct, the RF2 though. It always has been to me anyway. The RF2/1 and obviously AMS because it's based off the same engine as the rFactor games as well. At its core, obviously heavily adjusted now, but very distinctive feeling. They all have their own very distinct feel that I always can tell apart from the other sims. Excuse me. Professional content creator here. Yeah, so very distinct feel, and I think for a lower budget wheels like the G27, 29, that kind of thing, it suits it very well over more expensive or higher quality rigs maybe, or setups, but works well for me. I've always appreciated does seem to have a bit more going on, the force feedback. Probably a little bit too much for some people, which is fair enough, and it's not particularly subtle. It's pretty sort of in-your-face kind of stuff, but get used to it. It's good fun. Definitely can't say it's not telling you what's going on. You pretty clearly know what's happening. Oh, that last corner is very easy to hit that outside wall. But in terms of the feel of the car feels nice. Feels good to me to drive. As I said, now that I've done a couple of attempts at this, I've actually got some time driving the car, so it's kind of worked out that way. Yeah, it feels good. As I said in the last attempt, it feels very much like the iRacing Cup cars pre-update. So like the old version of that car. Obviously, their Cup cars got a tyre and I think a physics overhaul a while back now, but they got an overhaul, so they feel quite different now. But these feel a bit more like the older version of that car than the new one, to me anyway. Which I prefer. I preferred the old one. Whether it was more realistic or not, I'm not sure. But it felt better to me personally to drive than the new one. That's just my personal opinion, but it's probably down to what I prefer to drive, driving style-wise, than anything else. Either way, good for racing, good for close racing. Sounds good as well. Sounds nice. Sounds accurate. Sounds like the classic flat six that we all know and, well, I know and love. Obviously, not everyone likes that sound, but I personally have always loved the sound of the flat six engine. So I enjoyed it, and I think it's good. It's solid. I personally would think the IR one sounds a little bit better. It's a bit more detailed to me. It's again maybe a bit more subtle, if that makes sense. This seems it's a bit harsh almost. It's not quite as detailed to me, but it definitely has the punch of the sound there, internally and externally. AMS, I think better than, the AMS one's similar. Pretty similar to the AMS one, I suppose. Although the AMS one I think is a little bit different because it's technically a fictional car, quote unquote. So they can take a few liberties there, but yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it so far anyway. Definitely makes for good racing, that's for sure. It's the AI beginning to feisty up here. I was about to say still alive, then one gets put in the grass, there's another one gone. We just survived, we're probably going to get a top 10 at this rate. Oh. Bit of understeer there mid-corner. Definitely feel the understeer through there. That's where the understeer really becomes prominent. Off camber, sweeper. Really feel the understeer there. Oh, AI getting really punchy here. Oh, he's gone. See you later. That's a spin. Oh man, this is what I mean. That just, you don't know. You don't know what they're going to do. You really don't. And it's great when you get a decent, don't have to be perfect, but a decent settings like for their aggression and the AI limiter and their difficulty in that. If you get a good settings for them, and they are just so much fun to race. They really are. It's fantastic. As I say, that clumsiness like that might not be something some like. Might say it's a bit too sort of clumsy and all that kind of thing for them. But I can think of another word than clumsy, so I repeat it. But I know, as I said, personally, I like it that way. It's more human. It makes it more interesting. You're just less predictable. You can't be like that's what they're going to do every time. You know, you don't really know, and that unpredictability is what makes it fun. So. And the HUD as well, obviously there is more HUD by default, you know, in RF2. But I've turned a lot of it off just because the one that shows you speedo and your position and everything also has a relative tied to it that I prefer to race without relative. I find it quite distracting, so I've turned that off just so I'm not distracted by that. But so apologies about that in advance. But I feel like this is going to be a bit more of a sort of purist kind of view. You know, I've obviously got the virtual mirror just so I can see if the AI decide to bomb me, which I like to do. Obviously got that, and I've got the little black box there, which I have to change over the time in a minute anyway, just so that we can see the time left in the race. But other than that, that's all we've got. So pretty purist kind of view. And I do like those kind of views, you know, I don't really like a lot of stuff on the screen, you know, I prefer to have a bit of a purist view where I can. Actually losing time to these guys. They're starting to pull away now. They've stopped battling. Pulling away from the guys behind though, which is good. We'll get the... oh, there it was. There we go. So third race distance gone now. Getting in a nice rhythm in this car though. It definitely, it's a lot of very catchable slides. Like a lot of the slides I'm noticing are very catchable, at least with this setup. Again, this is the baseline setup, so it's probably a little bit more forgiving like that, but a lot of these slides I'm noticing are quite catchable. You know, it goes, you feel it go, you catch it, you're all good. Like that, you feel a little bit of a slide, give it a catch, and you're good. Actually, and again, they're actually good fun around here. I didn't know whether they'd be work around Indy, but good fun. Enjoying it so far. But again, well, I think it was a good couple of years ago now, but I did do VEC, the Virtual Endurance Championship, which is one of the sort of bigger RF2 leagues, officially tied to RF2, I think at this point. But yeah, did race in that the last season. Oh, that's terrible. That was not good. Apologies about the off tracks there. I'm kind of being pretty liberal on the exit of the chicane, but it's quite hard to get through there at pace and not, you know, get a couple of wheels off the track. But yeah, so yeah, I did race at the big boy actually. It was the BMW around here for that enduro, and yeah, it worked quite well actually. It was good fun to race. So, although I think we may have used a different version. Yeah, we may have actually used a 2013 version. Not sure, can't remember, but yeah. Still, Indy. Similar enough, you know, so I had a feeling that these would work okay around here. Or pretty much holding station annoyingly. We're kind of between battle packs here. We're just about keeping ahead of the two behind, but we're not catching this group ahead, unfortunately. A bit of the old, oh, that's a lot of curb. Oh, that's fine. God, they're a lot of fun through there. As you would expect, as they are in real life, these cars don't mind whacking a curb, giving it a good old pounding. They don't mind that. And I've always loved cars that don't mind pounding the curbs a bit. I think growing up watching supercars, especially guys like Craig Lands, always loved to really eat the curbs. Kind of always inspired me to do that as well. Always good fun when you whack a curb and really get it. You know, get a good run through it. Good little battle this is. We're just about there. They can need the battle a bit more if we can just keep going. Oh, a bit of a lock of the rears, it's fine. Again, they're battling ahead still, so we're all catching that little pack ahead. Oh, going defensive, and this is what I mean with the AI and RF2, like he's actually going defensive, like they do that. You know, they'll actually defend their position and all that kind of thing. Like they're much more variable with their lines than a lot of AI and a lot of other sims. Oh, bit of a mistake. Gives us a bit of a chance here. Stick it in there, shove it up the inside. Oh, nearly lose it. He's still there. Oh, we're side by side. This cannot end well. Oh, he's gone. See ya. Oh, I don't think we touched. I didn't feel a hit. So I think he just genuinely lost it, but, well. Pretty sure he just lost it, but either way, it's another position. So about to come up to halfway. We are now halfway through the race. Looks like it'll be about 19 to 20 laps in that kind of region, roughly what I thought. See if we can get any more positions, shall we? AI a little bit of a distance now, thanks to that little scuffle we had there. We've lost a little bit of time, but hopefully we can get some clean running in here and just chip away. Again, we've kept nicely ahead of the guys behind. They're battling a little bit too, I think, which is helping. As I said, there's definitely a lot of info. Like, I definitely am getting a lot. Like, it's the car's not doing things I'm expecting. It's communicating any sort of slide or anything. I'm definitely feeling it. So, as I say, I'm really enjoying it, to be honest. Really enjoying this car. And again, anything that 397 do, they, you know, got to remember that they don't have the same budget as, like, definitely iRacing or any of the bigger guys like that. They have nowhere near the sort of budget they do. So, always pretty impressive what they could pull off on a much smaller budget. Oh, that's deep, that's deep. But we're okay, pulled it up. Oh. That particular curve you almost want to seem to dodge, it seems. The bumps on the height of it's a little bit too extreme to really whack it and not lose time. So getting into the night though, 7:17 in-game time, so getting in towards the evening now, evening proper. Oh, bit of a slide there. As I say, it's a pretty lively car, and I think that's what it's like. What I can tell in real life, it's a pretty lively kind of car because there's never a lot of downforce. Obviously, you've got the wing on the back, you've got the front splitter. You know, you have stuff there that does produce downforce, but obviously it doesn't have an awful lot of it really. Pretty mechanical grip sort of based. It tends to produce quite good battling with the right drivers. Wow, we're really gapping the guys behind. They're getting really caught up battling, it would seem. Oh, it's deep again, even deeper this time. Oh, too deep. Oh, a bit too deep there. It's alright, we didn't lose too much time. They're battling ahead, thankfully, so I think we might nearly be a good thing that we had that, because it looks like they're getting pretty caught up on each other. These guys all tripping over each other. Good to be back in RF2 though, having a bit of a go. I'll try and I think do a bit more, maybe some more GT3 races in RF2 or something like that, because it's very good fun. I used to play a lot of it, RF1 and 2, and even AMS as well, played a fair bit of that. Not so much now, I just don't have the time to really drive as much as I used to, but I used to do a lot of stuff in this, and it used to be where I'd get my league sort of fixes from. My competitive racing was a lot of RF1 and 2 stuff, but just with my schedule now, where pretty much all the Oz NZ community is at this point, they're all pretty much on iRacing at this point, so kind of have to go over there if you want to race guys from around this sort of region. Oh, here we go, look at this. Here's a chance. Oh, yep, he's going to go wide. We'll go yoink, thank you. See if we can nab another one maybe. Well, these guys are going very slow. I went defensive and I wasn't quite able to go late enough, so +1 though. They are very good through here, I've noticed. They're very, I think because they take a bit of a different line to me as well, but they're very quick through that last little complex there, onto the straight. 1:30 to go, 10 minutes left, there's the reminder. See the shadows getting longer, the lights getting more prominent as we get into the night here. Oh, old mate having a look. Had a bit of a geese, but quite close enough. Got plenty of fuel as well. We've got overfueled a little bit, but that's fine. Prefer to have too much than not enough. That chicane's very fun, and these cars are very fun. They really just go straight over the curb, just eat them up. It's fantastic. Oh yeah. Just about stuck a nose in there, but we're not quite up far enough. Good defense from the AI again. Just so robust, I love it. And again, they're just so quick through this last part. So I'm trying to get the power on, but just wheel spin, understeer, the combo, able to make a move. It seems to take us the lap to catch back up, and then we kind of get to him at a point we can't really do much about it. Careful, because old mate behind us gets pretty keen to T1, but it's okay. Holding position for now. Looks like the guys ahead are starting to just pull away a bit. That's okay. Again, we've definitely made positions. I'm interested to see how many. At least a few. Nice, nice. We got that real good through there. That was a good line. Probably got about 4 or 5 laps to go, depending on when the leader crossed the line compared to the time left, but about 4 or 5, I'd say. Love to set him up for T1, because that's obviously the biggest overtaking opportunity, but they're just so fast through these last couple of corners. See if we can really rag it. See, again, they just get such a good run. Bloody AI hacks. Just cannot get the run on him onto the back straight. Does seem to be down into here as well. We're pretty handy, but not really close enough this time to do anything. Here we go. We've got a good run. Is he going to go defensive? I think so. No, he's not going to go defensive. mean shape the move up the inside. There we go, move done. Backed out of it. Just sort of gave him a little bit of a squeeze, not too much, just a little bit of a squeeze. And there we go, move done. Good stuff. Another one ticked off. Again, I'll be really interested to see where we end up here. I assume we're about to 12th or so. I think we would have gained a good few spots. Oh, all kinds of crossed up there. That one. Oh, so close to the wall. The last corner is quite interesting. And these things, off camber, fades away from you, just kind of pulls you towards the wall. Oh, big amount of oversteer in the mid corner. More oversteer. God, they're fun. Oh, that's we've gone. Whoop. I think we're being a little too ragged here, overseeing the tyres a little bit. Reel that in. Oh, that's apparently, I know, time running. I thought it was an off-track warning. 5 minutes to go. A little bit of a ragged start to that lap, so we've lost time. It's alright, we'll calm it down a bit, hopefully bring the tyres back down. They probably got a little bit overheated from just being a bit slidey there. Yeah, good fun. Good fun. Really enjoying these cars again deep. This time we're going to make the grass. You don't want to make the grass. Struggling a bit here. I think we've just pushed the tyres a little bit too hard. Have a look at how they're looking actually. Yeah, well, okay, the wear-wise are not too bad. Rears have got a little wear, but I think it looks like they might be too cold, but anyway, keep going. There we go, nice, that's good. Nice run there, open the gap back up. Just a little more conservative. We're going a little bit too hard there, I think, to start that last lap. There we go, nice, that's good. Only a few minutes to go, so probably only 2, maybe 3 laps. I think we might be a little bit too far back to do anything else here unless there's a crash ahead, which we've already seen. There's every chance one could happen, but we have to maybe settle for where we are. Keep pushing anyway. Much better. I'm surprised it's a PB maybe as well. It felt like a pretty decent lap. Just nailed the last section. Much as I can nail it anyway, I just seem to be better through there than I am. No, actually AI still hold the best lap. I think that was my PB. Get the auto clutch on. The only assist we got on, just to confirm there, if you're wondering. There we go. It's getting pretty dark now, getting into the evening. Just about there. If we keep it clean, maybe we have a chance, an outside chance of position, but going to sort of depend on how many more laps we go. I can't remember if it's time certain +1 or if it's last laps when the time runs out. I don't remember where I've got that set for RF2, but find out. So it's either next lap's the last lap, I would say, or one more after that. Again, depending on where the leaders are. We don't know where the leaders are. I get a feeling they're a ways up the road. They've probably been, because they haven't been battling like we have. I think I see cars about through the last corner when I go through here. I can see them in the distance. Yeah, there they are there. So yeah, I'd say that it'll be, well, it's either going to be one more or one more after the next, I think. That's where we're going to be looking at. Either way, I think looks like we're a little too far back to be able to gain anything else here. Just settle where we are. Again, once again, we've kind of gone to our own little sort of space here between battle packs. Ahead of the guys behind and behind this other pack. They do start battling. Come together, we're there to pounce. Nice, God, it's so good bashing that curb on the right, getting some big old air time. Good fun. Oh, here we go. AI is starting to get feisty again. Giving us half a sniff, not really enough to get close. Again, depending on whether this is the last lap or not, we'll find out in a little bit. If it is, then I think that's going to be curtains for us in terms of positions. Find out. I think it might be one more, by the looks of it. We are catching this group, but slowly. No, that's it. That's it. End of. All right, well. There we have it. Well, let's have a look, shall we? We do have this open here. P12. There we go. So P12 in the end in this one. There you go. P12 in the 911 GT3 here at Indianapolis. Great fun in the end. Very much enjoyed that race, and there I once again showing why RF2 is so much fun to race for offline play. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully try and do a couple of other bits and pieces of RF2 along with some ACC and stuff. Hopefully in the future we'll see how we go. But either way, until next time, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye for now.